Hello and welcome to another exciting, well not really, edition of Cammy's Comic Corner. I'm Cammy, and I hope all of you had a good Halloween last night, because I sure as hell didn't. First up, from DC Comics we have Crime Bible, 5 Lessons of Blood, written by Greg Rucka and art by Tom Mandrake. This is a 52 spin-off series. Now, if you're not familiar with 52, last year it was a weekly comic book that came out every week. It had an all-star writing cast, and one of them, Greg Rucka, wrote a lot of stories in 52 about The Question, and Renee Montoya and the new Batwoman. Now, in Crime Bible, we follow Detective, well, no longer Detective Renee Montoya, but The Question Renee Montoya, because sadly in 52, the original Question, Vic Sage, died, and then we got Renee Montoya. Anyway, moving on, I found it to be a nice little romp through London as the Crime Bible is surfacing all of a sudden, and the Question has to answer, as usual, the question on what's going on and what's the next move. Next, from Marvel Comics, we have Daredevil Annual Number 1, written by Ed Brubaker and art by Leonardo Fernandez. Now, the great thing about Daredevil is he's blind. And did you hear about that one Daredevil joke where Daredevil was walking through a fish market one day and he goes, "Hello, little lady, what's your name?" Anyway, a lot of complaints about how I haven't been reviewing Marvel books, saying like I'm biased because I love DC or whatnot, but that is not true. I love a lot of Marvel books, and Daredevil is one of them. Now, in this issue of Daredevil, it mainly focuses around the Black Tarantula getting out of prison. You've got early release for good behavior, and also the overcrowding in the prison. You know, they wanted to get him out as soon as possible. Goes to a parole officer. The parole officer is just a real slimy jerk. He's saying like, "Okay, you got to pay me cash in order for me to, like, you know, turn the other way because I know you're going to go back to your life of crime." The Black Tarantula wants to prove everyone wrong. He goes to Matt Murdock asking for a job, gets one, but he kind of gets a little mad about the desk work because he wants to be out there making a difference. He wants to go out to the streets and catch these bad people. Sadly, though, Matt Murdock informs him that like the best way to take these people down is to take them to court. Well, he helps Daredevil try to fight the Yakuza, but unfortunately the boss gets away. And in the ending, you feel good about Black Tarantula. You feel like he wants to make a difference, and I don't know if he's turned over his life of crime, but I'm sure we'll find out in later issues. And lastly this week, Justice Society of America number 10, written by Jeff Johns and Alex Ross, and art by Alex Ross and Dale Eaglesham. Now, Kingdom Come is a graphic novel that I always recommend to first-time comic readers. Good story, and Alex Ross's art is just, in my opinion, amazing. Most recently, if you're really into Alex Ross, I would recommend Justice. That just came out in 3 trade paperbacks. But, you know, if I were you, I'd just wait until they do the oversized Absolute Edition, because it has to be on the road. Like, art that good? It has to be. Anyway, back to the Justice Society of America. Last issue, Starman created a little black hole and took out of Earth 22 Superman. Earth 22 Superman, which in Earth 22 is Alex Ross's Kingdom Come universe. Like the Ultimate Universe in Marvel, the Elseworlds universes have started to become one of 52 universes in the multiverse. So out of Earth 22 came Superman. Justice Societies aren't really sure if he's a good Superman because they've had their experiences, well, bad experiences with Supermen from other dimensions in the past. You know, look at Infinite Crisis. But Superman in this story doesn't really know what's his purpose here. He knows he doesn't really belong, but he really wants to know like what to do. I mean, at the end he saves a girl from, you know, committing suicide. But we're going to see where this goes. I thought it was really good storytelling, and you get some beautiful pages of art by Alex Ross in that. And let alone the covers by Alex Ross. Like, that's one of the main reasons one of the 2 reasons I pick up Justice Society of America. Number 1, Jeff Johns, as I've said in previous episodes, is a great writer. And number 2, those amazing covers by Alex Ross. They're just orgasmic! Anyway, that's all for this week of Cammy's Comic Corner. I hope to see you next week, and like always, have a good weekend.